Hello friends, I am Patrick Dominguez, and in this video you will be shown how to create a website server with a Linode VPS and then installing the Hestia control panel. If you find this tutorial helpful, please do me a favor and click and share on that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to follow along, the link to this tutorial will be in the description below. There are a few things that you'll need, and that will be to register a domain and create an account with Linode. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We will move forward with creating a little Linode VPS. We are going to be utilizing Ubuntu 20.04. So click on images and scroll down till you find Ubuntu 20.04. Select your region. I'm going to stick with Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm going to select the 1 gig Linode. I don't need any more than that. This is for additional websites that I have that I need to move off my home server. Go ahead and give your Linode a label. I like to label my servers like SR1 for server 1, SR2 for server 2, dot the domain name that you'd choose. So in my case, I would be using sr2.websitemsp.com. This would be the second server that I'm setting up, so that's why it's named SR2. You don't have to put any tags. Go ahead and type in a strong password that you can remember. I also have a password generator on my website if you'd like to use that. You don't have to select anything else here. I do want backups, so I'm going to check mark that $2 additional a month. This is actually going to go into production, and I'm going to need backups. All right, let's go ahead and click on Create Linode. And now it's provisioning. I am going to go ahead and get ready with my PuTTY. If you do not have PuTTY installed, you can go ahead and go to step 11 and click on the link there. It'll take you directly to where you need to download PuTTY. Alright, so our Ubuntu server is up and running now. Let's go ahead, copy that IP address and put it in the hostname field and click open. You'll be presented with a pop-up PuTTY security alert. Go ahead and click yes on that. Let's go ahead and log in as root. The password's going to be what you set initially when you set up the VPS. Alright, now with the following steps with getting Ubuntu situated, I like to make sure that everything is up to date. So let's go ahead and sudo apt-get update. Once all the updates are downloaded, we're going to copy and paste sudo apt-get upgrade. And you'd get a warning. If you want to continue, go ahead, type in Y and hit enter. So now you're going to be prompted with what you want to do with your package version. I'm going to select Y to update the current version to the latest. Alright, so now that all your updates are installed, go ahead and reboot your Ubuntu server. Once it's back up, go ahead, log back on. It should take maybe a couple of seconds, 30 seconds at most. Now that your server's back up and running, go ahead and log in as root. So now we'll get started with the fun stuff. we will install the Hestia control panel. So let's go ahead and download the package using the wget command. Then we're going to continue with the install. You're going to be prompted with a message to remove conflicting packages, and here you are going to select Y for yes. Once that's done, we'll be able to type in our admin email. Now we will be prompted to continue with the installation of the Hestia control panel. So enter in Y. We're going to put in the admin email address. Enter your server's fully qualified domain name, which is going to be sr2.websitemsp.com. For you would be the domain that you used, right? All right, so after you're done with that, hit enter, and now it's going to add the required repositories for the installation. It's going to take around 10 to 15 minutes for it to complete. Obviously, with movie magic, all that's going to be cut out and it's going to be a whole lot quicker. Once the installation is actually done, you will be given a successful message that you have installed Hestia control panel, and you will also be provided a username and password that you would have to jot down and save if you'd like, and then you'd be able to log into your Hestia portal. All right, if you scroll up a bit, let me expand this. You'd get your congratulations, you have successfully installed Hestia control panel. So we want to copy this information and paste it somewhere for safekeeping, and then reboot your server. Now, before that URL can work, we're going to have to go back to your registrar. In my case, it's GoDaddy. We're going to go into advanced features, then click on host names. I'm going to add 2 additional host names and a NS3, and point them over to the server's IP address. And I'm also going to add NS4. And click save. The reason why I'm doing this is that some registrars require 2 name servers, and if in the future, if I ever need another DNS server, I can quickly just put in the IP address and it would take effect fairly quickly. So once that's added, let's go ahead and go back to your DNS management. We're going to click change. So here we're going to add ns3.websitemsp.com, ns4.websitemsp.com, and then click save. In your case, you'll just have ns1 and ns2. So let's go ahead and copy that link that was given to you in the Hestia control panel after you were done installing everything, right? Alright, so now that we have our DNSs in place, we will have to log into the Hestia control panel utilizing the IP address. So let me go ahead and get the IP address. We're going to go to HTTPS IP address port 8083. Continue with the connection not private, and now we'll be presented with the Hestia control panel. Now we're logging in with an IP instead of a domain name because we have to apply some DNS changes for that to actually work. So once we're logged in, let's go ahead and click on the web button here, or the web tab, and we're going to click on add web domain. Click continue, add your domain, create DNS zone, and click save. Now we're going to be adding the NS1 and NS2 records, right? So let's go ahead and click on DNS, click on websitemsp.com, click on add record, type in the record as NS3, put in your IP address, and click save. Do the same thing with NS4, leave it as an A record, put in your IP address, and now also do it for your server name, SR2 in my case, and put in your IP address. Go back to your GoDaddy and make sure that you properly set those IP addresses in NS records. So these changes may take up to 48 hours, but basically you're done. There's another section to this tutorial where it will take you step by step to install the SSL certificate for the Hestia control panel. If you happen to have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to give me a shout. But other than that, we are done here.